Hey everyone, welcome back to The Deranged Reader. Oh, sorry. Um, on this channel, I'll do horror book hauls, horror book reviews, both physical and digital, horror movie reviews, and so much more. I do videos once a week. Right now, it's just one video per week. But anyways, so I have finished Stephen King's Misery. I did, I did actually read this on my Kobo because I don't have anything to read it in this room. I will be getting that device to read the book next week, so I'm really looking forward to that. So, Misery. Alright, so before I begin the review of Misery, I think it was, it was December. I read a book called Number One Fan. And it was supposed to be a book that was inspired by the book Misery by Stephen King. And I read that thing, and that had to be the most twisted and nasty book ever. And I'm not talking about that in a bad way. I'm talking about this as I would know what to do in that situation. So, because the book was good, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it a lot. I decided to get the book Misery. Now, I already owned the book Misery. I didn't realize it at the time. And I requested the ebook version of this book because I wanted to read the book that Number One Fan was in, and all that. Alright. So Misery is about a man called Paul. He is driving somewhere. It's snowy and everything, and he ends up in a ditch, and he is rescued by a woman named Annie Wilkins. Annie Wilkins is a former nurse. And so she brings him back to her house, and she goes and she feeds him painkillers, which he gets addicted to. And while he is in her capable hands, we're doing this very darkly, he discovers that she is his supposed number one fan. And he has gotten a lot of number one fans in his life, but she takes the cake. They didn't kidnap him. So, basically what happens in the book is she forces him to burn a manuscript that he was going to give to his publisher. And what he also discovers is that she is a fan of this series of books about a woman called Misery. And this book series put him on the map. I mean, everybody knows he's famous for the Misery books. When she finds out that Misery dies in childbirth, she loses her ever-loving mind. This woman is twisted and psychologically unstable. So during the time that he is with her, he learns a lot about Annie and about the people that died under her care. Also, fun fact, there is a mention in this book of the Overlook Hotel. Yep, the hotel in The Shining. And she mentions that the hotel was burned to the ground by a crazy caretaker. Weirdly enough, that hotel comes back in Doctor Sleep. So, anyways, so he stays with her through like the rest of winter into spring, and now, and 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 he loses his foot close to summer. Now, as the story progresses on, Paul is more and more desperate to try to get out. And the only way that he's going to be able to actually get out is if Annie dies. I am not going to tell you the ending of Misery, but I will tell you I really did enjoy this book. I do see similarity between Misery and Number One Fan. It's all about the Number One Fan and about how he or she manages to grab their favorite author and hold them hostage. The difference between the two books is that Stephen King was a little bit more graphic when it came to how Annie treated Paul. Number One Fan is more disturbing with how this gentleman handles this female author. Anyways, I loved Misery. I enjoyed it a lot. And very glad that Annie got exactly what she deserved. I won't tell you any more about what happens in the book. You have to read the book yourself. Anyways, that is my video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you around. Bye.